7 things you didn't know about Leonardo DiCaprio. Leonardo DiCaprio is probably one of the greatest actors of his generation. He's rejected the usual superhero films or action franchises and instead has carved out a career with movies such as Romeo plus Juliet, Inception, The Wolf of Wall Street, and of course, Titanic. For many years, film fans couldn't quite believe that he'd never won an Oscar for Best Actor, despite having been nominated for several times. In 2016, he finally broke the curse and the internet when he won a golden statuette for his outstanding performance as frontiersman Hugh Glass in The Revenant. However, despite the fact that he's probably one of the most famous actors in the world, Leo tends to shy away from the limelight. He rarely does talk shows except with Ellen DeGeneres, and generally keeps himself to himself. The actor has an Instagram account with over 25 million followers, but mainly uses this to promote environmental causes. We've compiled a list of 7 fascinating things you never knew about Leonardo DiCaprio. Number 1. His favorite actress is Kate Winslet. Leonardo DiCaprio and his longtime collaborator Kate Winslet have been good friends ever since they starred in Titanic together. In fact, the relationship runs so deep that DiCaprio has admitted he can't think of a better actress to work with than Winslet. The actor was being interviewed by a reporter for Entertainment Tonight when he made the confession. DiCaprio was walking the red carpet at the 2016 Golden Globes when he stated that his BFF Kate was his favorite actress in the industry and that he'd love to work with her again. Number 2. He paid the nursing home fees for the last survivor of the Titanic. Leo is famed for his reputation as a philanthropist and eco-warrior, and his generosity once extended to Melvina Dean, the last living survivor of the Titanic disaster. In 2009, reports circulated that Dean was having to sell off her memorabilia and other possessions in order to pay her nursing home bills. DiCaprio, along with his Titanic co-star Kate Winslet, and director James Cameron publicly pledged to secure Dean's future payments and fund any other living costs she needed. They were approached by a charity named the Melvina Fund and subsequently paid $30,000 each to help keep a roof over Dean's head. Dean tragically passed away not long after the news of this generous donation broke. The last survivor of the Titanic, who had only been 9 weeks old when the disaster occurred, passed away on the 31st of May 2009. Number 3. His first agent wanted him to change his name to Lenny Williams. It's generally agreed that Leonardo DiCaprio is one of the coolest and most unique sounding names in Hollywood. It's a testament to Leo's southern Italian heritage. His father's family originally came from Alife in the province of Caserta near Naples, and rumor has it that the actor even tried to copyright his surname. However, when Leo was simply an unknown actor starting out in New York, his name didn't have quite the same ring to it. During an early business meeting, Leo's first agent refused to sign him unless he agreed to change his name to Lenny Williams, arguing that Leonardo Wilhelm DiCaprio was too ethnic. We're so glad that Leonardo refused. Imagine seeing a poster for Titanic starring Kate Winslet and Lenny Williams. Number 4. Vladimir Putin is a big fan of DiCaprio. Vladimir Putin isn't exactly a massive fan of the West, but there is one Hollywood actor that he never misses watching: Leonardo DiCaprio. Apparently, Leo gained the Russian president's respect after he overcame a horrendous journey to speak at the WWF Tiger Conservation Forum in St. Petersburg. Leo's first flight from JFK to Moscow was forced to make an emergency landing shortly after takeoff due to an engine malfunction. His replacement flight then had to make an unscheduled stop in Helsinki to refuel after the plane experienced strong winds over the Atlantic. Number 5. He once had to surrender millions of dollars worth of art to the US government. In 2017, reports circulated that DiCaprio had voluntarily surrendered several pricey works of art and an Oscar statuette once belonging to Marlon Brando to the US government. He returned the gifts as part of an ongoing investigation into an international money laundering operation connected to the Malaysian Prime Minister Najib Razak. Number 6. He's appeared in 8 films that were nominated for the Best Picture Oscar. DiCaprio is arguably one of the greatest actors of all time, and when you have star power like he does, it's bound to rub off onto the film's production. That's why he gets paid so much money. However, DiCaprio has set a personal record for himself by appearing as the lead actor in a whopping 8 films that ended up with nominations for the Best Picture Oscar. Number 7. He's fan of the Brazilian national football team. We had no idea that Leo was a football fan until grainy photographs emerged of him in 2014 wearing a Brazil flag around his neck. The actor was trying to go incognito at the FIFA World Cup opening ceremony in Sao Paulo, but he was soon spotted by eager Brazilians quick to claim Leo as one of their own.